As you get situated, let's just kind of ground and feel those sit bones, maybe move some flesh so we can feel them. Whatever your easy pose is, whether this is feet out, one leg in, one leg out, however you like to get comfy and feel royal as we sit and breathe together for just 1 minute to transition into this next segment of the day. Checking in with your mind, body, and heart. Your mind just meaning the mental thoughts that you've had during those last few seconds or the moments before you sat down, where you're at mentally. Where you're at with your body. So just kind of do a little self-assessment. Notice your shoulders, jaw, all the way down your spine, hips. Let's just take the next few breaths and bring them into any tight areas that we've noticed in our body. With each exhale, letting maybe just a little bit of that tension dissolve away. And lastly, check in with our heart, our emotions, energy and motion. Checking on your energy levels, where you might be on that emotional scale. And just a breath of acceptance for where we are in our perfectly imperfect life. Right here, right now is wonderful. And we're just going to start linking that breath with the movement next. So as we exhale, I just want you to move your hands towards your knees and just let yourself lean back, all hollowed out here. Nice long exhale, chin to chest. As we inhale through our nose, we're going to bring our hands up towards our hips and just open that heart. Those shoulders come back, the chin lifts up. And then a big long exhale, moving the hands back to your knees, chin to the chest. And back and forth with this linked movement. Yours may be slower or faster than mine. Feeling the breath move up and down your spine. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable and just really visualize that spine, each vertebrae moving like a wave. Exhaling, chin to chest, inhaling as we open. Open that throat, open that heart. Last one. Inhaling, get those shoulders back. And exhale, let's just do a long exhale, reaching our hands out in front of us, however far apart, how far that will be. Letting your head just release and hang, relaxing the whole face. Breathing here and feeling the breath moving into our hips, into our ribs. Feeling our whole back body expand. And then go a little deeper into the pose as we exhale. Inhale, lengthen just a little bit, maybe reaching out a little bit further. And exhale, going a little deeper into the pose. Walking your hands back up. And let's switch and put the other leg in front now. I'm just gonna make some circles. This might feel weird having the other leg in front. Just rocking out those hips. In case you've been sitting a lot today, this is a nice counter pose for that. Close your eyes if you like and link that breath with the movement. Maybe a breath in for one circle, breath out for the next, or however it ends up being. If you move into a tighter spot, you can move back and forth. I just want this to be everybody's practice. Just use what I'm doing as a guide and inspiration, but you may be doing something completely different. It might not look like I'm doing it all. You might be in a chair doing this. We're going the other way now. Big breaths in and out. Then we're going to reach out with that other leg in front and take a few breaths here. Using that exhale as a tool for dissolving tension. Feel into those hips. Imagine your hip is like a big nostril. You're breathing in and out through that hip. Breath moving in and out of any tight areas. And slowly making our way. Starting to open up, creating spaces for healing. Putting our feet out in front of us, staff pose. Just really activating the back of the legs, pressing them in. Hands can just be here at our sides. So we have a nice, strong base, and we're nice and soft up here. Take a breath into the belly with that soft upper body. Lower abdomen is engaged, and then the upper abdomen is nice and fluid and moving with your breath. We're going to do a little movement with our next breath, and it's going to look like this. We're going to engage the core as we go back, and we're going to lift up as we inhale, reaching out as far as we can, just being aware of that sensation back here. There's no reason to go more than your body wants you to go, and exhale back. So inhale up, everybody, hands open wide. Keep engaging and pressing into those legs. And then kind of make little loose fists like we're rowing about a boat. So going back, back, back as much as we can take it with our strong core. Inhale up. And let's just do a few here at our own pace. You might be going a lot faster than me or a lot slower than me. Exhale, bringing the hands down the legs. And we're going to switch directions once we get to our hips. Exhale it all out. And then we're going to inhale it up. Going back, 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 core, 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 and exhale down your legs. Inhaling up. Exhale it out. Close your eyes and just feel those legs stretching, enjoying how we're starting to get a little more warmed up here. Last one, inhale and exhale. And then just let your hands be out here. Take a few breaths, folding, maybe even grabbing towards your ankles. Flex your toes, point your toes. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. You can lift up a little bit. Exhale, point. Go down a little bit. One more. Inhale. Then exhale. We're gonna take our right leg and just kind of hold it like a baby here. We're just gonna rock the baby for a minute. Feel those sit bones again. Let your spine grow tall from your sit bones. Feel your shoulders back and down, face relaxed. And start linking the breath with the movement. Try some circles. Close your eyes and just visualize that hip socket, increasing our flexibility and range of motion there. Yeah. Going the other way. And then we're just gonna rest our ankle here on our leg. We're gonna do a little twister next. So what I want you to do, we have our right leg bent. We're gonna take our left hand and place it over our shin. We're gonna take our right hand and take it on the top of your foot and just kind of grab that ball of your foot there and sit up nice and tall. So we've X'd our hands, which our body loves X. The energies running through our body are all crisscrossed like that. So also notice how we have an infinity symbol here, like an 8. I should just take a few breaths as we sit up tall and imagine that breath as we breathe in, moving up your right arm. As you breathe out, it moves down your left arm and around, down your leg and up your right arm again. Just a fun little visualization of our breath moving in a figure 8, like it's on a race car track. And then inhale, pull that ankle and shin towards you, sitting up extra tall. Exhale, release. Breathe in, stretch and pull it up. Release. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Shake it out and we'll do the other side. Starting with rocking the baby. Feel those sit bones. Get that spine nice and straight. And again, you could be doing this all from a chair, lifting your leg up and putting it on your, making kind of like the number 4. If you're at your desk during the day watching this. Making our circles now, closing your eyes and visualizing that hip socket. Find that breath. Let those exhales help dissolve the tension and open up spaces. Going the other way if we haven't started yet. And then after we've done about equal on either way, bring that ankle down above the knee. So our left leg is up. So we're gonna take our right hand, put it on our shin. We're gonna make an X. So that's how you know you've done it right. Left hand reaches on the top of your foot, but then kind of reaches around so you can feel that ball of your foot there. Take a few breaths here, just sitting up nice and tall. That right leg is pressing in, sit bones pressing in, spine is tall. Move your breath through your arms, up the right arm, down the left. It really doesn't matter which one. Just a fun visualization of moving energy, moving breath. Just noticing how this feels in your body. This is an exercise from the book Energy Medicine by Donna Eden. And just breathing in as we pull in, getting a little extra stretch, exhale, release. One more time. Nice. And shake it out. The next movement is going to be a tabletop. We're going to start in staff pose, and then it's going to look like this, just lifting up. And you'll probably be able to get a little higher than me. Right now I have a little frozen shoulder I'm working through. And at the top, we're going to let our head can go back as much as feels comfortable for you. And then we're going to pull our hips back to the starting spot. So we're going to start with an exhale, chin to chest. And then as we inhale up, our feet are about hip width apart. We lift as we inhale, Opening up that throat area, letting your chin go back if that feels okay on your neck, and then pulling the hips back on the exhale, ending with our chin at our chest. And repeating this a few more times. Again, you might be going faster or slower than me. I like to notice that top of the inhale and just hold it for a minute. If that feels good to you. Exhale and then kind of hold that exhale, retain the exhale before you start the next one. Pushing through your whole hand. You might be up and down at different times as me. Let's do 2 more. If this is too much for your wrists, listen to your body. Lift those hips up, up, up. Nice, and shake out the wrists. Let's go get up onto our knees and change our position here. This is a nice one to do, especially if you're a runner. Just kind of, I like to lean back, just really feel that stretch on my feet. Take a few breaths here. It hurts so good type of a pose. If it hurts too bad, then you release. Let's reach behind with our hands, just get our stretch here. And if this position is not comfortable, you can be up high, you can be standing, you can be sitting doing this. Just getting that shoulder opener. And let's just let our ear go down to our shoulder. And then switch sides, ear to the other shoulder. And release. And way up high now, we're just going to do a little variation of a camel pose. Our knees are hip width apart, feet hip width apart. Hands can be kind of supporting you here or on your hips. What we're going to do is just push our hips forward as we lean back. Not totally doing a back bend, we're kind of going up and back as we do it. And again, if it feels good to let your head even go back further with your neck, go ahead. Chin to chest as we exhale, and let's do that a few more times. So as we inhale, push our hips forward as we do a nice arch, and then exhale, coming out, chin to chest. Inhaling back, exhaling, chin to chest. Noticing those spaces between the inhales and exhales, holding it longer if it feels comfortable in the position with that retained breath in. Feeling the pause at the bottom of the exhale. One more. And if you love camels, feel free to go back and do a full camel here. We're gonna meet everybody in child's pose after that. So anytime we do a big opener like this, a big back bend, we want to counter pose with a forward fold. We're going to just do hands one on top of each other. Your big toes are touching each other. Your knees are any distance apart. And take a few breaths here. Feel that breath, open up those ribs on the inhale. If I was looking at you, I'd see your back body rising up and down as you breathe in and out. If you're not already towards the back of your mat, let's do that, because the next pose we're gonna do is striking Cobra. So we're gonna start in kind of a cat stretch here in our child's pose. And let's just take a few breaths. Enjoying that arm stretch. Take a look at me and I'll kind of show you what it looks like. It's gonna look like we're going under a fence or a cobra coming out of its hole. Our elbows will be in close, hips stay up, and we swoop. If you've done the sun salutation, you might recognize that. Into Cobra, and then we can lift up higher into upward dog. And then we push back into our child's pose again. It's called striking cobra. And this is a great pose. It's really awesome for your adrenals and kidneys back here, because as we strike out and arch, it squeezes them, kind of squeezes out those toxins and gets the blood moving in there. And then as we go back into child's pose, that's when the fresh blood and it really starts circulating, new blood coming in, giving those glands and organs a massage. So let's do a few of those just on our own. And we retain out and then breathe in into our cobra, maybe even moving up to an upward dog before we push back into child's pose, exhaling it all out. And a variation could be just coming up like this and dropping into upward dog and then exhaling back. Just doing it at your own pace. Inhaling cobra, exhaling child's pose. Great for your arms too, arm strength. Retain that exhale out as we swoop, and then inhale, shoulders away from those ears. Pushing back to child's pose. One more. And then inhale up. Push through the whole hands. Exhale, child's pose. This time to really release those shoulders. Let's put our palms up back here on our child's pose. Let those shoulders just drape across. Feel with the exhale, releasing between the shoulder blades. Coming back up, kneeling again. We're gonna do just a few more poses, and then we're gonna do a little shavasana, laying down in corpse pose. I'll lead you through a little guided meditation. Our next two poses are gonna be downward dog and cow, and then we're gonna put all four of these poses together: the child's pose, the cobra, downward dog, and cow. So cow, cat is this one. You've done that one before. Cow is just where we kind of drop the belly, feel that little arch. Our shoulders come away from our ears, pushing down through our hands. And we're gonna curl our toes and go to downward dog from here. And let's just lift way up high on our tippy toes together, and then exhale and reach the heels towards the mat. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, reach those heels. Look at your hands, make sure they're pushing all those fingers. Shake your head yes and no. Releasing the neck. Let's just walk the dog a little by moving one heel down at a time, pumping those calf stretches, alternating. Reaching both heels. Pushing through all fingers, shaking yes and no with the neck, releasing the face muscles, and releasing down. 2 breaths in child's pose. And then we're gonna put all 4 of those together. When I teach kids yoga, I call this the animal parade. So we do the mouse pose first, and then we swoop up to the snake, and then the dog, and then the cow. And then sometimes we even have fun with the squeaking like a mouse and such. All right, get in your mouse. Big long exhale. Retain the exhale as we swoop into our cobra. Curl your toes, go up to your downward dog as we exhale. Knees come down, looking up for our cow, let that belly drop. Exhale it back to our mouse. Swoop into your cobra. Curl up and get into that downward dog with the big exhale. Knees down for cow. Keep adjusting yourself as you're moving around so you get the best position of what feels best for you. And do 2 more on your own. And pick your favorite child's pose to end in. Maybe fists and stacking with your head on, or hands back by your feet. Get a drink if you want. Coming up to a sit, and we have about 15 minutes left. And actually, let's do, trying to decide how we want our next 5 minutes before we go into our relaxation pose. I often combine Tai Chi or Qigong or the energy medicine exercises that Donna Eden teaches in her books. So yeah, maybe I'll share one of my favorites, and this could always be something that you do in class with your students. It helps to take your glasses off if you have them on. It's called Triple Warmer Smoothie, but you could just call it a stress smoothie. What it does is it actually sedates our triple warmer. So it's kind of an energy highway moving through our body. Starts here, goes up and over our ear to ends at our temple. So usually we want to activate those energy highways, but for the triple warmer, since it's linked with our adrenal system, that fight and flight, and we're in it with modern living more than we should be, we want to sedate and relax that system and let the system know everything's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here and just massaging our temples. Take a breath in and out. It doesn't matter what direction. And we're going to we're kind of pushing in on our skin as we go over our ears. So we're massaging. So push into your skin as you bring those fingers over your ears and down your neck. And I just want you to squeeze your neck here and take a breath. I want you to cross your hands and take another breath. One more breath in. And as we breathe out, we're just gonna tickle our arms and trace down our arms and off. Okay, so that's the triple warmer smoothie, and you can do it really fast, or you can just stay at each area as long as you would like, massaging it down. Woo, give myself the goosebumps here. So let's just do it 2 more times. We'll do it a little faster each time. Start at your temples, breathe in. Breathe out as we trace and press in or down our neck and squeeze. Release and cross your arms and take a breath here. And on the next exhale, trace down those arms. And then one more time. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And we'll just sit for a minute quietly and just savor how we're feeling after a little self-care. Noticing the sounds around us. We're going to move to laying down on the ground so we can just even more enjoy and savor up the present moment. You might want to get a little blanket or pillow for your head. If you have an eye pillow, whatever you like to get comfy, a blanket over you. And we'll be down here. Almost 10 minutes. Let your hands splay out, palms up, a foot or so away from your body. Your feet are about maybe the distance of the mat, the width of the mat, splayed out. Let's start by listening to the sounds again around us, doing a 360-degree inventory. Starting with sounds outside the house or room that you're in. And inside the room you're in. See if you notice the humming of refrigerator or air conditioner. Noticing any sounds within your body. And I'm just going to name body parts. We're going to do a progressive relaxation, or sometimes I call it a rotation of awareness. And so when I say a body part, I just want you to visualize it. And sometimes I even imagine I'm kind of touching it and just giving it a little blessing or appreciation, a little kiss, whatever love you want to give that body part as I say it. And I'm going to say the body parts pretty quick, just so that we don't, it'll help so our mind won't wander maybe as much. So don't worry if you miss a body part. If your mind starts to wander, just whatever body part I'm on, just start from there. But I want everybody to visualize, say to themselves, right hand thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, upper arm, shoulder, our right armpit, right side of body, right hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, top of the foot, sole of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Moving over to our left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of hand, back of hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, left armpit, left side body, left hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, sole of foot, top of foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Coming up to our right buttock, left buttock, lower back, middle back, upper back, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right eyeball, left eyeball, right ear, left ear, right nostril, left nostril, right cheekbone, left cheekbone, lips, tongue, back of throat, front of throat, chest, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, your whole pelvic girdle. And now your whole right arm, visualize it. And your whole left arm. And then feel both arms together, heavy, lying on the floor. Your whole right leg, your whole left leg, both legs together. Visualize your whole front body, back body, and head. And then your whole body, feeling it lying on the floor, relaxed, heavy, mind still awake and aware, body in a deep, relaxed, deep healing place. Feeling our breath moving through our body now. Air moving in and out of our nostrils, in and out of our lungs, in and out of every cell of our body. Our whole body breathing. Mind is awake and aware, body relaxed. Continuing with breath awareness, we're gonna feel our breath move through our body like a wave. So on our inhale, feel it move from the soles of our feet, all the way up our legs and spine and out the crown of our head. As you exhale, follow the breath like a wave down your spine, down your legs, out the soles of your feet. Pull the breath up as you inhale, visualizing the wave. Releasing the breath, following the wave of the breath down and out the soles of your feet. Keep doing that wave on your own. Adding a mantra to our breath as we keep that same wave going. Breathe in, saying to yourself, nourish. Breathing out as the breath moves down, say to yourself, cleanse. And you can stay down here as long as you would like. We're heading on our 45 minutes. So if you'd like to move on with your day, start wiggling your toes and fingers, stretching your arms overhead, stretching those legs. Let's wrap our arms, crossing them in front, reaching them behind towards our shoulder blades and squeeze. Give ourselves a hug. Smiling as we breathe in and out. Thanking ourselves for taking this time out, this time in for self-care. Bending up our knees and rolling to one side into just a little fetal position. After a breath or two, using those arms to bring us up to a sit. And again, you can just stay relaxed and lay down as long as you want. This is your self-care. Once you're up to a sit, Just savor this feeling, knowing that we can come back to this place of peace, abundance, well-being, joy, anytime we want, just with a few breaths. And the more yoga and self-care we add to our day, the easier it is to drop into this place and get the nourishment we need to fill up our bucket again. And stay sitting as long as you would like. This is a great time to do a little 5-minute meditation. Thank you for joining me today.